So, fatal 4-way match for the Impact World Tag Team Champions. So, TJP, we still do not know why he was out.
But he was replaced. Fallah said this specifically.
Impact said,
"Can you find a tag team partner for your match?" And Fallah says, "No." So we all think, "Oh my God, is it going to be Bryan Danielson?" No way, Jose.
And so
it's No Way who comes out. It's not No Way Jose. It's No Way.
I love how they. Number one, I love how they got around that. But yes, too. So it was No Way Jose.
No, it's No Way.
Okay, it's No Way Jose. Shut up. I'm not kidding you. Shut up.
Seriously?
It was No Way Jose, but he's called No Way.
Yes.
Because how they got around it is because No Way Jose is a
phrase that they use.
Right. So that's how they worked around that to introduce him, and I thought that was awesomely clever. He was super over too.
Yes.
And also, goddamn, he looked great.
Oh yeah.
He was very involved.
He's a tall motherfucker too.
Oh yeah. But taking nothing away from literally anybody else in this match, this was a wonderful match.
Oh yeah, it was a spot fest, like spot fest for spot fest. But you expect that with 4 teams,
right? A fatal 4-way tag team match. Like, I mean, come on. And it was great. I thought it was paced
Also, did you notice that Impact uses the same rules for those kinds of matches that Lucha Libre AAA does?
Yes, I did notice that. So I thought that was really cool. Mm-hmm. Where it's not like a tag-in. It's if the other person rolls out, that person becomes the automatic next person
and
in.
I noticed that, and I wanted to make a point to that, too, because I love that.
Right, but it was a magic killer on Rhino for the Good Brothers to regain the tag team champions. Oh, shit, we forgot a match, but it's fine. Anyway, we'll go back and do that one. So after this one, we'll go back to that one. But this one was a very great match.
Oh, yeah.
The Good Brothers did win. They are now the tag team champions again. And it was just a really good match.
Right.
I really enjoyed it. All right, so we're not only going to make Impact Wrestling and Slammiversary majestic again, but we're going to make Pro Wrestling majestic again. Impact Wrestling. Peanut Gallery. Let's talk about the opening match. Fire and Flava, Havok and Rosemary. What do you got? How are you going to make this majestic again?
Let's talk about the fact that NWA is bringing back the women's tag team champions.
They never had a women's tag team champions.
They did back in the 70s.
No, they did not.
They did.
They did not.
The NWA did, yes.
No, they did not.
They did.
They did not.
It actually was transferred to the WWF.
Yeah, but it was not. They were... You know what? I'm not going to argue.
They were the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions.
Nope.
They were in existence until like 1979. You really want to at me with this, brah?
Wrong. Actually, I don't know. Today's just been one of those days
why
where
don't
I'm
you
not
look it
having
up?
it.
Because
I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it. You should have had your shit down here. It's upstairs.
Well, I don't need to have my shit down here anyways.
So anyway, this match, it was exactly where it needed to be on the pre-show. I don't know what you can do. I feel like them bringing back these titles was a mistake. I'm sorry. They do not have enough people to go for these titles.
Yeah.
Now, maybe with the inclusion of the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions, maybe. But at the same time, how are you going to do that? You're going to have another Women's Tag Team Champions where... Just have a women's tag team champions that span between AEW, Impact Wrestling, NWA, AAA, all of these different places instead of the knockouts. In the NWA, you're going to oversaturate the market, and they're already doing that.
I don't think so. But anyways,
I'm sorry. These are my personal opinions, so people don't bitch. Anyway. I had somebody saying that, our representation saying that Jonathan Gresham being the best representative of the pure division was a mistake, but it's like, it's an opinion. This is an opinion. Unfortunately, our opinions are right. Anyway.
Let's talk about where our opinions should have been right.
Omega should have lost this belt.
If he is as injured as he claims to be, he should have dropped the belt to fucking Sami fucking Callihan.
He is not finessing as he usually does. He is trying his best, but you can tell
Kenny Omega needs some time to heal.
Give him like 6 months. The wrestling industry will be fine without him. I understand. They're trying their best to compete with WWE because of Reigns. I get it. But at the same time,
already competed with the WWE and you're doing fantastic.
Omega's back is injured. His knees are injured. If you continue,
you want him to walk out on a stretcher and have him vacate all the titles? I'd rather not.
Right. And, we had this same thing. So we actually talked about this earlier about McGregor's hyperextension in his legs. You're going to have another situation like this if you continue it.
Unless Omega's injuries are not as bad as what I've heard. Unless they're not that bad.
He's doing stem cell therapy, and he's saying he's feeling better, but at the same time, it's still not his finesse. He needs a rest. And him dropping this belt right now at Slammiversary to somebody who has defined Impact Wrestling for the last, 4 years?
Sami Callihan is one of the best characters in the history of wrestling.
If you wanted me to be personally speaking, it should have been Moose too.
It should have been Moose.
It should have been Moose. But if given the same circumstances, Callihan should have been the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because then Omega did not lose in a pure wrestling match. He lost in a no DQ match. So Callihan would have had the belt. Omega could have taken the rest from that fucking schedule, being their world title holder.
Right.
I mean, we're doing this not saying against, because at some point,
Kenny Omega is,
at some point in time, a person's health takes precedence over business.
Right.
And that right now, that's what's going on here. I mean, it is. I'm sorry.
Right, it is.
Anyway, I can't do anything about this.
There's nothing. This is a perfect.
It
was a great way. It was a great way to establish new rivals for the division as well.
They had a 5-way match where it ended in a draw, where all of them had all of the same credibility to go for this title, and they did it great. Perfect placement of the match. Perfect timing of pretty much everything. Yep. There were some fuck ups with Ace Austin and I think it was Chris Bay with the cutter. That one was a little fucked up, but I'll give some. That's obviously just like one itty bitty mistake in a match that was very good. Everybody looked awesome in this match. Crowd was hot for it. I can't really say anything bad about it.
Nope.
Josh Alexander, I think. Here's my thing. Josh Alexander, I believe, has gone away from the North as a team. He has come into his own.
He has come into his own. Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, this one was kind of weird for me. Once again, I was going to bitch about this, so I'm going to now. They are doing Moose dirty right now.
Oh God, yes.
The thing is,
what if this is Moose saying in the future that he becomes the mega heel because he knows that he's being screwed?
Maybe, but at the same time, okay, I like Chris Sabin. I really do.
I do too.
And honestly, with this win, he is the next logical contender for Bound for Glory.
Chris Sabin deserves,
and especially
a world title match,
especially a TNA original like Sabin.
He's not going to get it at Bound for Glory.
I think he should.
He's not going to.
I wish he would.
It's not going to happen.
Of anybody to go for the Impact World Champion at Bound for Glory, Chris Sabin is the most logical choice right now.
But it's not going to happen.
Unfortunately, it probably
It's going to be an Impact Plus special.
If you want this shit to be...
Just like the Jay White. The Jay White match is going to happen on
Impact,
the 31st.
Right. Impact Wrestling, if you want this shit to be majestic again, you're going to put Chris Sabin in for the world title at Bound for Glory. You're not going to use this bullshit Impact Plus bullshit. Because you know and I know nobody watches it. Anyway.
That's true. I know watch it.
Right. If you want to do something with Omega and White, great. Book that for the Impact Plus because they will get more subscriptions.
And if you want us to watch it, we're more than happy to take your Patreon money.
We'll take Patreon money, or if Impact Wrestling wants to hire us for some common sense fucking wrestling, just let us fucking know.
Right.
We're not racist like Cornette. Anyway.
Or like, D'Lo Brown's not racist, but...
D'Lo Brown's awesome. What are you talking about?
D'Lo Brown is the bee's knees.
Right. He's the bee's knees to the knees. Anyway. Nation of Domination. Anyway, The match itself was fine. I thought it told a good story, but at the same time, Chris Sabin winning, I just feel like with Moose, they're really devaluing him.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I was kind of disappointed. I was. Here's the thing. Let's talk about this in general.
I like Thunder Rosa. Don't get me wrong. So number 1, she follows me on Twitter. Number 2, I think she's really hot. Number 3, I think if they maybe had a little more of a teaser, I would have cared. But at the same time,
So I will counter that by saying that yes, that's awesome. Yes, she is yummy as Candyland. Number 3, I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm disappointed by...
I'm taking away your wine.
I don't know if I'm disappointed by the fact that Tiger Hyde just took away my wine, or if I'm disappointed by the fact that... Did you feel like the debuts were a little underwhelming compared to last year?
I will say there is that, because they weren't as obvious.
So who did we get for debuts? We got Chelsea Green.
Right.
We have Aiden English.
Yes, Aiden English. So that was the other thing. They had the Drama King, Welcome Back to the King, but it had drama on the top. I'm like, that's Aiden English.
Obviously, you have No Way, who was No Way Jose in WWE.
That one was cool. I will say a lot of these surprises were more surprising, but at the same time, we kind of know who was going to win. So I feel like the surprises were like, who cares?
I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword for me. And I think this is a good...
Okay, with this one especially, you had Thunder Rosa wrestling the match, but then immediately after, you had Mickie James. Thunder Rosa has never wrestled in this company, ever.
Right.
This was supposed to be Mickie James.
It was.
Because Mickie James is a former Knockouts champion.
Yep.
She's already wrestled here. Thunder Rosa has never been exposed to this audience.
And you know why?
Oh, they're all the same. No, there is a difference between Impact, AEW, and NWA
You know why? Because Mickie James is still under 90-day.
I'm aware of this, but she still did appear. She still did a move. Do you think that still combats that?
No.
No? All right.
No, because Mickie James' contract specifically stated that she can make appearances for the company, but she cannot compete.
I see how this rolls.
So if Mickie James was allowed to compete, she would have competed.
Do you know when her 90-day is up, by the way?
Oh, God. When was she released? Like sometime in May?
I think so.
So it'll be sometime in August.
So here's the thing. She is not going to be. She is not going to be competing at Empower.
No, because she's producing that.
But she is competing at the 73rd anniversary show. That's already confirmed.
I see some Mickie James versus Deonna Purrazzo for double gold, because Deonna Purrazzo is going to win double gold at fucking Triple Mania.
You forgot what the name of that brand was.
For about 3 seconds, I forgot.
I just kind of know when Peanut Gallery's his cranks had stopped working entirely. But anyway, I did like the match. I feel like it was a little overwhelming because then you had Mickie James come out and that kind of devalued the thing of Thunder Rosa being on this show. Okay. Number 1, I thought them adding No Way to this match was a very good idea.
His name was No Way.
I said No Way.
I know.
I did not say No Way.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to say No Way. H.
J.
Whatever.
Apparently, Peanut Gallery does not know how to spell. This one, so I like the build-up. I thought they did an okay-ish job with the build-up. Number 1, I feel like they probably should have told what was going on with TJP because a lot of people were more concerned about it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, that's an invasion of privacy. Yeah, but people are more so of we just want to make sure that he's okay. Because why? If he was just taken off because he was taken off, that's stupid.
Right.
It's okay, for a surprise, that's retarded. If you could have done that so much better.
Right.
I mean, if you were going to do that, something like that, I would have said, oh, Violent by Design attacks TJP during the pre-show. He's taken out of the match. Fallah Bahh has to find a new person.
Right.
That would have been a much better thing than TJP is just mysteriously gone 2 days before the event, worrying everybody.
Right.
And then doing this because he did have a match a couple of days ago with MLW.
Right. So
why was he taken off of this? A lot of people are concerned about that. So I thought that, I mean, it was kind of a cluster, but at the same time, Spot Fest tag team, whatever. It was fine.
Right.
I liked it. There wasn't really much I could have changed other than that, to be honest with you. I thought they did an okay job with this. This was awesome.
It was a good match.
I think this really established Morrissey as, like, the next big guy.
Oh, yeah.
To take out the heart and soul of Impact Wrestling, despite them having Chris Sabin, whatever, it's fine. Or James Storm, whatever, it's fine. It's not like they're originals or anything. Or Eric Young, whatever, it's fine.
That's fine.
Anyway,
Eddie Edwards, he's the proverbial loser, so we'll just keep it at that.
He's like your nice little workhorse that just continues to lose, looks like a total asshole. I don't know why this guy's popular. He's just, I don't know. He's Eddie Edwards. He's a good wrestler,
right?
But he just never felt uber special to me.
He has the charisma of a pin.
He really does. Now, him as a heel, I like heel Eddie Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
Like crazy Eddie Edwards is awesome. But then he turned babyface, and he's kind of lame.
No one cares about him.
Right.
Exactly.
Morrissey has charisma up the ass now.
Right. It's tall Edge.
Right.
Jesus. He looks like Edge.
He looks like Edge, but he works awesome. Really plays to that. He is explosive and fast.
Yep.
His promos are excellent. He looks physically amazing. And, I mean, honestly, if I was going to sign anybody and build a company around him, Morrissey would make pro wrestling majestic again.
Right. Anyways, let's move on to the next match because I feel like we're saying we're welcome.
Nope. Okay.
Myers, Dashwood. So it was all about Myers.
Why? What? I don't understand the point. I literally
It was
did not
all about
understand
Myers
the point.
and Cardona. That's it. That's all it was.
There was no point of Dashwood and Chelsea Green to be in there other than to have Chelsea Green in there. That was it.
That was pretty much it. Yep. This match was not making pro wrestling majestic again.
Not at all. Zero.
But you're gonna have Myers and Cardona.
If you wanted something really cool with this, with the heated rivalry with Cardona and Myers, because they have a great rivalry. I would have done something cool like Falls Count Anywhere, hardcore, unsanctioned fight. That's what I would have done.
They're saving that for Bound for Glory. So
awesome. So I think that's actually it. So that's how you fucking make this shit majestic again. So when we come back, Peanut Gallery, we're gonna have an open-ended discussion about the King of the Mountain match.
we are.